What's coming will not prepare you. Huge news from the XRP Ripple company shocked crypto fans all over the world and sent out a huge strong signal. If you own XRP Ripple coins, that movie is very important. Please watch it all the way through, or you will feel bad about yourself. Disclaimer: David Schwartz, the Chief Technology Officer of Ripple, has said that the XRP ledger is going toward tokenizing real-world assets. It sounds interesting, but what does it mean? Let me explain. The XRP ledger can be thought of as a digital playroom where different kinds of digital things, like money, can play and hang out. There are things in the real world that you can touch, like a house or a car. Making these real things happen in this digital playground is what they're after. Let's say your favorite toy is a model car. This is like making a cool digital version of it that you can use in a video game. Tokenization is the name for this process. You're making a digital copy or image of these real things so that you can trade or use them in this digital place. The company that made XRP system is working on making these real-world items work in their digital world. Big banks and investment firms like JP Morgan and Bank of America are also looking into it. Real things, like houses or cars, are being brought into the digital world so that they can be sold or moved around easily, just like digital money. Let us quickly go over what a tokenization is. Tokenizing real-world assets in the digital world could lead to a lot of new opportunities and make dealing with real things in the digital world easier and faster. It's kind of like changing real things into digital ones that are easy to control and trade, like how you can buy and sell items in an online game. JP Morgan and Bank of America are looking into the world of tokenization, as we already said. Bank of America is one of the biggest and most important banks in the United States and, by extension, the world. But what is JP Morgan, and why does it matter for people who own XRP? Allow me to explain. One way to think about JP Morgan is as the leader of a very large ship in the world of money. Think of it as a huge, well-equipped ship traveling through the huge ocean of money. The JP Morgan helps people and businesses keep track of their money. A reliable bank that deals with a lot of cash, helps people make smart investments, and even gives money to people who need it to start businesses or build homes. This is where things get interesting. In the same way that a ship goes to different places, JP Morgan looks into different parts of the money world. To find new ways to use digital money or to speed up and improve the way we handle money is sometimes what it means. Like a ship that wants to find new ways to get around on the water more quickly. JP Morgan is also interested in and learning more about the world of coins. They want to know how digital currencies like XRP, Ripple, and other cryptocurrencies could be used and how they might fit into the bigger picture of how money is handled. Even though they're not the first ones to look into these new waters, the fact that they are interested shows that even the biggest names in finance are paying attention to what digital money can do. Anyway, let's get back to what this video is really about. A few weeks ago, Schwartz talked about the XRP ledger and said that it is working toward tokenizing real-world assets. He's glad that the technology behind the XRP ledger is getting more attention these days. It's not just XRP, it's gas token as well. The CEO of Ripple said that people can still buy, keep, and send XRP Ripple coins. The technology behind the XRP ledger is more important than the coin itself, though. Schwartz also talked about how special the XRP ledger was at the early stages of blockchain adoption. He said that the network was the first layer 1 blockchain that wasn't built on Bitcoin technology. You can think of the XRP ledger as a leader, like the first superhero in a comic book story. It's unique because it was one of the first blockchains to begin its journey, long before many others. That was back in 2011 and 2012. Now, think of blockchains as building blocks for different homes. At that time, most blockchains were like houses that were built from a certain kind of wood. But the XRP ledger was different because it was the first house to be built with a material that wasn't the same as the others. It's like building your house out of something new and different from what everyone else was using. That's what makes it unique among blockchains, so let's pay more attention to technology. That's right. David Schwartz said that more and more institutions are starting to use the XRP ledger technology. According to him, the history that the network was built on is one reason why it is becoming more popular and interesting. He stated that he and the other original architects built the XRP ledger for business finance, applications, and payments across borders. He said that in the beginning, he and the other engineers were thinking about how to get businesses to use solutions like Bitcoin more. But in order for this to happen, they had to build bridges and connections, like roads and paths, so that Bitcoin could easily meet the needs of these big businesses. They were making it easy for businesses to use Bitcoin for their work by making these connections and other useful tools. Schwartz then said that he is very excited to start working with real-world asset tokenization. He made it clear that making tokenization of real-world goods work well has become a real issue. This problem can be solved by the XRP ledger, which makes it one of a kind and could be the reason for the big effect on the XRP Ripple coin, since the Ripple community always grows with new ideas. He said, real-world asset tokenization is something I'm pretty excited about right now because that's a real problem and big banks like JP Morgan and Bank of America are really interested in it, which are working hard to turn standard assets into tokens. The tokenization industry has become popular in the crypto world, and Ripple is one of the most popular examples. It is expected to hit $30 trillion by 2030. Just 6 months ago, it was thought that the project would hit $16 trillion by the end of the year. It's now being talked about as going over $30 trillion. That's twice the previous goal. This big rise gives people who own Ripple a lot more confidence, and it could be very important. David Schwartz has said in the past that he wants the XRP ledger to be the best place to store tokenized real-world assets.